a broken leg. Not just a broken leg, but a broken lower leg, a double leg fracture, 9 months out. That could be career-ending for him.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying the save, drop a like. That would be most lovely. So today, I thought we'd start on the page of Dave Morton. Firstly, because he's got a face. I thought I'd add some more faces to some of the players because I felt like it was about time. And I feel like despite him not being one of the best players in our squad by any means, Dave Morton deserves a face. 24 years old still. He's worth £11 million. This guy's been with us since League 2 and he's now playing in the Premier League. And not only that, he's got 6 Premier League goals this season. He would be so cheap in your FPL team, it is unbelievable. 6 goals in 7 starts. What an absolute god. Clive Kimberley also felt like he deserved a face. He's tailed off a little bit, but he's still having an excellent first season in the Premier League with 3 goals and 7 assists so far. Also 6 man of the match awards. Still leads the Premier League on that, and he might well do by the end of the season anyway. Demetrius Ropas also got one. I thought, it'll go completely off the rails. He is the most hirsute player that I've ever had, and his beard is there to prove exactly that. What a man, Demetrius Ropas, the bearded legend. He looks like a god. After boring everyone with a story about how carrots are orange because a Dutch salesman trying to appeal to those supporting the House of Orange, the rest of the team decided to pull a prank and dye Vertelbo's hair ginger by messing with his shampoo. Internally, this completely overshadowed Sullivan's coming out, as everyone was fine with it. Vertelbo was not. But he's decided to steer into the skid and keep his ginger hair from henceforth, even though he's got a slightly darker goatee. But hey, at least the lad can take a joke. He just looks very strange. However, we're missing players because of the African Cup of Nations. We've got more players out injured. It's not too good. Also, Ragnar Klavan is Fulham manager. That's up there for me with the weirdest managerial appointments. We may do a whole run-through of those soon because we're far enough into a save. So, I might just do a selection advice here. I wouldn't normally, but there's so many things that probably need to... Oh, okay. Wow, are we really that low? Surely we can put Marcolini in. Right, this is why Afkin needs to get himself a work permit fast. He is getting caps, he's just not quite got enough yet, and Kimberley's not exactly in great form either. We just need to get out of this little period, and then we'll be fine. Of course, with me selling Buffo, and we don't have Cost in yet, that's a problem too. We're going to be a bit bare bones as the season finishes off, which again, is fine. We're overachieving. Yeah, we really are struggling. We can basically just about field a bench. Oh dear. Okay, Fulham going with something very different today. It'd be nice to see Ropas just sort of hit the ground, get a few more goals, but admittedly, it's always going to be a difficult one for him. Newly promoted club to the Premier League. Wimbledon did grab a few, but 4 of them came in the same game. He's certainly not been, lighting the league up, but then we would hardly expect that from him, really, this year. This year is more about stabilisation, and frankly, we're massively overperforming, even by our standards. And someone did make the point that perhaps we're more stable in our first Premier League season with Notts County as Warner's through here, and Fulham already have the lead. Inside a minute, Ross Warner gives relegation-threatened Fulham the lead here at the Lighthouse, and maybe, just maybe, the injuries and fitness levels have just come back to bite us slightly. Andy Stocksbridge getting all over the ball here, despite him being the one player we've targeted. Ross Warner, simple ball over the top, and it's an easy finish. But yeah, someone said they thought we might have been better set when we came up with Notts County. I think we'll probably learn more about that in how we do next year. I think I'm going to tell them to focus down the wings because there's going to be so much space out there. In fact, I might even have my goalkeeper distribute to the fullbacks because they're not going to be able to push up and cover those situations off, and it will get us forward a little bit quicker. I mean, it's a big test for someone like Marcolini today, and Chan, who's not even fully fit yet. Morton, with no Simon Nelson either. Dave Morton again. He's going to need to be huge today. We just need to get out of this spell of tough fixtures and then start to get some fitness levels back. Chan just going all the way through. Vukaripa maybe. And Morton again. Oh, all the dangerous attacks are coming through Dave Morton today. Well, half-time, and it's 1-0 to Fulham. Their only shot on target, but it was in the first minute, and they lead. Billington's doing okay. Morton's actually not doing that well. I'm going to mark up Warner because he's getting a lot of Fulham's ball. That seems to be their main route, is just to try and find him and have him hold the ball up. Morton. Oh, that's nice from Dave Morton. Oh, he just couldn't quite finish it off. That's not a bad ball, actually. Marcolini. Morton on the wrong side. Could he cut in on his left? He finds Billington! Oh, that was lovely from Dave Morton, although Clive Kimberley could still deliver something here. And he doesn't, and Billington just had a tiny little glimpse of goal there. He doesn't get many of them in the Premier League these days. Morelli shot. Oh, it's blocked. And Chan now to shoot, and Ashby Hammond gets the block in. Okay, this second half feels like a goal's coming. We're really stepping on it now. We've gone to work ball into the box to really try and disrupt Fulham as Billington now hits the post. I think work ball into the box against weaker sides might definitely be the way to go. And Shota cleared away again. Yeah, this goal for us has got to be coming. Kimberley. Oh, dinks it instead. Cleared away. Warner gets it. We've been all over them for the first, 12, 30 minutes of the second half, but Warner's been allowed to go all the way through. Ross Warner's in, and it's 2-0 to Fulham. Are you joking me? Oh, dear. It's Whitport 0, Fulham 2. They've had 2 shots on target. How is he allowed to run from his own half here? We have 3 defenders back, and he's just... What is that? I actually don't know what number 2's doing. Too easy. Griggsy can't keep him out, and it's 2-0 Fulham here. And this could be the sort of win that could keep them up later in the year. What are we doing? Okay, come on, Clive. Pop this in nice and early. And it's in, and it's Marco Marcolini, of all people, scoring. That might be one of his... I think this might be his first league start for us, and he's scored a goal. Well... Okay, the comeback is real. We've got to get on this immediately. Lovely ball in from Clive Kimberley. And Marco Marcolini, filling in at centre-back today, scores a goal. That's the Whitport way. Come on. Sean Levy's on for Win Billington, who's not had the best game. And Chan! Surely that's a goal. My goodness. Going to go attacking for the final 5 minutes to try and dig out an equaliser at least. Be embarrassing to lose this game. Kimberley side netting. At least they have had another shot on target. No. Whitport 1, Fulham 2. And I know we talked about us being the underdog team and how we work better against teams that are better than us, and I fully agree. But I think we made the right tactical decisions to combat that today against Fulham. It wasn't like they battered us, Leicester actually destroyed us in places. Whereas we made the right changes to try to control the game a little bit more. And I think that is just pure bad luck from us, really. We were bad defending on Ross Warner's goals, but we should have taken our chances there. And that's just a really, really poor result, unfortunately, for us. But I guess, it's only our 6th defeat of the season. So there is that. But a frustrating one. Clive Kimberley again, though, excellent. You'll love to see it. Right, some games off camera. Probably not too many. I'm back in a minute. Right, we're back. We had Reading in the FA Cup. Tried to do the old work ball into the box thing against them. And I thought it worked pretty well in this game as well. Obviously, some concessions had to be made, but Schurter finally scored his first goal. It was all it took. 1-0 through to the next round. We'll play Middlesbrough of League One, I think, in the next round, in the 5th round. So we've got a real shot at potentially an FA Cup quarter-final this year, which would be kind of cool. Next up, we hosted Bristol City, and I mean, you can see the stats in this game. I thought we'd try out the work ball into the box thing again, and it worked. Unfortunately, Aaron Ramsey's wonderful, not that Aaron Ramsey, different Aaron Ramsey, gave Bristol City the lead after 3 minutes. It took us a while, but we did eventually get level. We had 11 chances in this game, 7 of which were clear-cut. It was nuts how we didn't win this match. Billington was through here, managed us to get us the equaliser, and I thought we'd just kick on, but we didn't. In fact, not only did we not kick on, but this happened. A broken leg. Not just a broken leg, but a broken lower leg, a double leg fracture, 9 months out. That could be career-ending for him. So Franz Sullivan gets the ball on the edge of our box, takes a slightly loose touch, and then Clint Reckmans, yes, Reckmans, the name alone would give it away, comes flying in. He does get the ball, so there wasn't even a free kick given, but in the process, he breaks Franz Sullivan's leg in 2 places. Franz Sullivan is going to be out for the rest of the season. Probably won't be seeing him again until October, November this year now. And that is a long, long time to be on the sidelines for Franz, particularly in the perfect moment of his career. He's 25, doing well in the Premier League, and then Clint Reckmans comes in and... I mean, we honestly don't know whether Franz is ever going to be able to play for us again at this rate, because that's how much that kind of injury can affect a player, and it's horrendous to see. Unfortunately, though, we went up to Manchester City in the next game, and they took their revenge on us. Larinaga just ran the show. So easy to go past our defence, goes round the goalkeeper 1-0. We then didn't help ourselves out by conceding an own goal in the 16th minute. Just all a melee on the goal line. Eventually, it goes off Dale Connor for 2-0. They then win a penalty. Larinaga dispatches it for 3-0 after 19 minutes. They'd scored every shot on target at this point, and then they scored their 4th shot on target. Just this lumped ball over the top. Larinaga goes through, and suddenly City are 4-0 up after 20 minutes, and I'm just like, what happened? They did then grab themselves a 5th goal, as you can imagine, because that's just how this goes. Ball was whipped across, eventually. Bellingham, bang, top corner, 5-0. We did at least win a penalty, which Clive Kimberley dispatched lovely to make it 5-1. They got a red card in the process of that too, but it wasn't enough, as immediately after that, Sessegnon knocks it through, and it was 6-1 to Manchester City. I don't think it was a 6-1 game, but then that's just how it goes sometimes, isn't it? Kimberley still at a 7.7. He's now mastered that role and has picked up another 2 man-of-the-match performances against both Reading and I think against Bristol City as well. He is on one once again, but still. Also, Afkir got his work permit, so he now can be on the bench for us in some games, which is good, because I think he's a really solid defender. But all that leaves us 9th in the Premier League. We've only won 1 of our last 5, which was a frustrating time to be around. But then again, 38 points on the board after 25 matches. Again, I would have taken it. The drop points against Fulham and Bristol City annoy me, because I think we played really well in both games, particularly against Bristol City. I do think that's the approach, the work ball into the box, because we controlled the games, way more chance creation, and just could not take them. So, obviously, changes need to be made here, because I've loaned out Jeff Hayes, because now we have Bouzidi back again, which is lovely. Back from his little sojourn to the African Cup of Nations, which was what actually allowed Afkir to get his work permit, was him playing for Morocco in the African Cup of Nations. So that's nice. Omar Afkir has been granted a conditional British work permit. What? But it says he doesn't have a work permit. So I've been duped, is what's happened there. Basically, what's actually happened is that I was agreeing to loan out Afkir just to get him to play some football, and then in the process of doing that, he got a work permit to play in the lower leagues, but I mistook that for him getting a new work permit that allowed him to play, so I cancelled the loan deal. Well, okay, cool. So he's not actually got a work permit. He will, though, get one, because he's got enough international appearances now, but we can't apply for another one yet. That's annoying. So, the lineup, Ropas and Billington is going to have to... We need to look for a new pressing forward in the summer, that's for sure now, because I don't think Billy can really play there. Bruzidi on the right, that's great to have him back. Simon Nelson is also returning, so both of our first choice wingers are back now. Kimberley, who's now fully prepared for that role, which is lovely, alongside Watson, Charrier, Thompson, Connor, and Vertelbohr, the Ginger Maestro. Chan or Charrier? I honestly think that Chan has done a better job this season, so he deserves to start. I forgot I can change the camera settings in here before we actually get into the match. That's going to be much more useful. Like, the dude has a lot of quality. We've just not been able to see enough of it from him this year because of the injury and then his international duty. So I feel like with a full season under his belt, he could be a genuine excellent player next year if we can keep him fit for the full season. I think that's like, it's almost like having a new signing is Bruzidi. And remember, we're going to get Raul Cost as well coming in from Romania in the summer too. So that's going to give us some more strength there for free as well. So we've got some options already starting to appear. I've got a lot of signings potentially lined up. No real concrete ones yet. Bruzidi round the side for Ropas, and a great save by Torres, but a lovely little run there from Ropas early days. But he has found Bruzidi, and now we've got an overload. Bruzidi's going to go through himself, and he might as well. Good strike. Good strike. Billington on the third attempt there. Win Billington slots Whitport Athletic in front at Ellen Road. 11th goal of the season for Win. He's certainly, this is what I mean, Bruzidi just gets into these positions. The defenders don't know what to do with him. He just drives at the goal. He's so direct. Two brilliant saves from the Leeds goalkeeper, but nobody's keeping out the Billington one. Billington's just chipping in with the goals when we need him this year. Leeds are committing a lot of players forward in those wide areas, particularly as they've already got 3 strikers as well. Gibbs White. Like, all we'd have to do is win the ball off them with a sneaky challenge in one of these areas like that, and then we're away. Bruzidi could just go all the way through, I think. Oh, he's got options with him. Look at the space for Bruzidi's options. He's got to find one of them. He finds Ropas. Clive Kimberley there. And this is what I mean. We can just do this all day now that we've got the lead. Nelson, Vertelbohr. They're leaving themselves 4-on-4 with our front line. And it's just, once we get our fullbacks forward, it's just unplayable for him. And Billington's in. Good block. Oh, Ropas wanted that goal so bad. After the poor performances of late, we needed that. Oh, good God. Luke Watson, why? Why'd you do this to me, Luke? Just so unnecessary. Well, what are you doing? Well, you're 1-0 up, controlling things for the most part, just sitting there and being patient, and then Luke Watson decides to do stupid nonsense. Then again, look at that for an outball. Look at the space. Nelson's got so many options. He might just go alone here. He's been fouled, but Ropas is through, and it's been blocked by the goalkeeper again. Blackhaven have conceded a lot of goals lately. They got hit for 5 by Spurs, and they're already 3-0 down to Chelsea. Their goal difference is taking a mighty battering lately. Orona. Maybe they are on a hiding towards the championship. I just don't think that these teams down here are going to do enough to catch them. I might actually try and go down the wings in this second period, particularly as we've not got a lot in the middle anymore. Uh-oh, they've finally broken behind us, and it's a... Wow, I think Griggs did enough to put him off there. And, oh, what a flick from Gibbs. Griggs. Is Griggs... Oh, what a ball from Bruzidi. Is Griggsy on one of those? He's made 10 saves today. This is a classic Russell Griggs type of game. Bruzidi well tackled. Someone's going to have to cover that back post, and they're not. And lovely work from Dale Connor. Whew. Beautiful. Although we're not done yet. Rogers. And... Oh, another stop from Griggs. And an... Oof. Bruzidi whips one through, and Thompson's header is over the bar. And now Chan's injured. We are down to 9 men. Wowee. By the way, I have actually brought in 2 new physios, because the board let me have them, and some more fitness coaches. But, yeah, I think we're just, getting a bit of a short end of the stick at the moment. So we're going to finish the game with 9 men. I'll be amazed if we hang on for anything from this one, but we'll see. Billington around the side. Uh-oh. Rogers. Tooley. He's in. Griggsy won't keep this one out. No, he won't. Karim Tooley, Leeds 1, Whitport 1. Yes, we could try and throw things defensively, but we've got so few players on the pitch now. It's just one of those things, I think. Usually when we're in these positions, attack is usually the best form of defence. Tooley, really, that first touch is what sets it. I don't think he scores that if it's not for that first touch. He just perfectly gets that in between them, and it's 1-1 here. We are going to play for set pieces, though, and time waste, but I don't want to change the mentality because it just encourages the pressure. But I just don't think we've got the bodies on the pitch now to try and defend against this. Morgan Gibbs White going through, and Westwood now makes it 2-1 to Leeds instantly. We just don't have enough players on the pitch, unfortunately. Down to 9 men here, and what was looking like a really strong... Griggs did all he could in the early stages of this one, but because they've got the extra bodies now, that extra space, they're going for us. Like, Bouzidi's trying to get back, but to be fair, Morgan Gibbs-White's just run straight through the defence. Even the players that were there. And to think, when Luke Watson gets himself sent off, we are absolutely in control of this match. And now Screbbin's through, and it was very nearly 3-1. If it wasn't for that beautiful save from Griggs again. Well, there we go. Leeds 2, Whitport 1 was not to be. Just a bit of a cluster in many, many ways in that game. Just not a good performance. Did well early doors, but the red card cost us, and we were doing okay hanging on at that point. But then the Chan injury, and that's my fault for making the 3 subs, of course, but it's just one of those things. By the way, City have only conceded 5 times so far this season in 25 games. Chan is out for 4 weeks to 2 months. We're going to be hit with a raft of suspensions as well. At the end of the day, we were like I said earlier this season, there's going to be a time this year where we have a bit of a wobble. We're in a position to have a wobble, and that's fine. Next up, though, away at Everton. Not going to be easy. We're going to do Everton and Chelsea as the live comms in the next game to get through a few Premier League games. We can come back and do Blackhaven in the episode after. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, it's not been a good one in terms of injuries and in terms of results, but we will get back on the horse, worry not. We will have to do that away at Everton. We've given ourselves enough of a cushion to where this won't matter as much. So, if you've enjoyed it, drop a like, that'd be sick. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'll be awesome as well. I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and at the weekends, although this weekend it's Streamer Showdown. So, weekend, nighttime streams. Love to see it. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun, Capigara. Bye-bye.